1960s. We actually have a special clip at the end, so I'm sure you guys will love this show today. So, who would like to throw something in?
Can we talk about the birth control pill?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yes.
That was a huge part of that.
Like, I was just thinking to myself the other day, and I was thinking, like, wow, it really revolutionized the lives of both women and men.
Who made it too?
A lady named Margaret Sanger. She actually grew up with 10 other siblings, and her mama had 18 pregnancies, so she was really struggling. She felt like, you know, there was never enough money for all of her siblings and her. There was never enough food. The large family size truly affected the amount of resources that her and her siblings had. And so it truly did motivate her to invent the pill.
She was probably like, if I had to share my room with another sibling, I'm going to invent this pill myself.
Yeah, that's seriously probably what she said. Margaret knew that other families out there struggled with the same issues too, so she wanted to prevent that. Her friend Catherine, who also helped develop the pill, she truly put in a lot of financial contributions into this development. Catherine was married to somebody who had a serious illness, and Catherine didn't want to get pregnant because she didn't want to pass that illness on to her kids. So that was Catherine's motivation for helping invent the pill.
So the main reason for the development of the pill was to control family sizes and for health risks.
Yes, indeed.
So what else did Margaret do?
Margaret actually opened the first birth control clinic in 1916.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Was she criticized for it?
Not only was she criticized, she was arrested.
What? No way.
Yes, I mean, think about it. The mentality towards sex was different back then. Women only had sex to get married. People couldn't even talk about birth control prevention under the Comstock laws. It was illegal. Possessing or even distributing any information about birth control prevention on brochures or flyers or even talking about it on the radio, that was illegal. So, and you know, society regarded women that were virgins as more valuable than women that weren't. Some women that weren't virgins were even killed back then. Women only had sex if they were married and had the intentions of getting pregnant. That's it.
So her generation didn't really see like the health benefits of this pill and the financial benefits that it was offering. Yeah, it was more publicly seen as a way to reinforce women's good behavior. Oh yeah, definitely. They probably thought that it was just to promote sinful acts.
Yeah, and also they being women themselves, Margaret and Catherine, knew the importance of having the freedom to make your own decisions about your own body. Their efforts actually proved to be fruitful, even though at first they weren't.
Well, at least they discovered that the pill was important and the Food and Drug Administration made it legal in the 1960s.
They did? In the 1960s?
In the 1960s.
Wow. Yes. Not that, but in 1965, Griswold versus Connecticut case took down the remaining anti-birth control laws that prohibited married couples from using contraceptives, and it even established a right to privacy for U.S. citizens. This court case was important because it paved the way for birth control acceptance in society and even influenced later court cases involving abortion and women's rights to make their own decisions about health care.
It became more than just a contraception. It became like a form of liberation for the woman.
Absolutely.
I mean, people of the time had thought that maybe it would turn out to make a generation full of this immoral woman, when actually over time it gave women more empowerment, more knowledge about their own bodies, and more they were able to make better decisions for themselves.
After much rummaging, that video we told you about last week has finally been found.
It's a true actual accounting of a regular family during the 1960s.
Have a look.
I have something to say, Mom.
Tell me.
How come Krute can go to work, sit on his butt, and make so much money, and I have to sit at home?
What the hell you just said to me?
How come Krute, since he is a man, can go and I just have to sit at home and be nobody and cook and clean? I have dreams I want to do.
Listen to me, okay?
What?
You are women, you stay home, you cook, you clean, that is your place. That's all I can say.
It is not fair.
What's not fair?
I want to go to work and make money.
You know what? I can't listen to this shit no more. I'm going.
I don't care. Lyndon Johnson better do something. I don't care.
Rupa, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Rupa, don't be sad. Guess what? So I was reading about Kennedy's position on the women's rights. You know, remember before he died, he was so happy. He gave us so much hope, and we were so happy. And then he died, and we lost all of our hope. But guess what? President Lyndon Johnson passed law.
What law?
A
Lyndon Johnson passed the Law of Civil Rights Act. I'm so happy. I'm so happy President Kennedy, before he was assassinated, he raised so much awareness about this issue of equality.
He was best. Yeah, Rupa, you can finally have a job now.
Thank God, thank God.
So happy
sister,
for you.
You are so
I'm
good.
so happy for
Thank
you.
you, sister.
Krupa, hold up. What is this about you getting a job?
Papa, it's my time to shine.
No, the times have always been this way. You are supposed to cook.
Papa, I just want to go work. This is not fair. I'm not going to listen to you.
Papa, you have to understand. Lyndon passed law for her.
I guess the times really are changing.
Guys, that was really something, huh? As we saw, women really did take a stand in the 1960s. I mean, the way Krupa took her ground was literally mind-blowing. I feel her struggle.
Yeah, I'm sure it took father a long time to wrap his head around the fact that his little girl was working in a man's world. I mean, but hey, look where it got us.
I mean, we've come so far from the development of the pill. Women are liberated in so many ways, it's unbelievable.
Definitely.
And just look at the Civil Rights Act and what it did for women. It really gave a boost for them in this fine nation.
It really did.
It really did. Well, that's all for today, folks. I really hope you enjoyed today's segment of the Decade Show, and please join us again next week when we talk about the crazy 1970s.